Well, hello everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back. I hope you guys are doing fantastic out there. In this video today, we're going to take a look at the Vevor wood splitter. I'm really excited about this one. So I'm out here on my land cleaning up some wood, and let's take a look at this wood splitter. The current retail price of this splitter at the time of me filming this video is around $70. I want to say thank you to Vevor right off the bat for sending this product out for review. Wow. Comes packaged very well. Looks like we have a small splitting guide here. And this is pretty cool. Gives you like a diagram of the splitter. User guide, so it tells you how to operate the splitter. So you need a hammer. I've got a 4-pound sledgehammer here. And you basically put the wood inside of here and split it. It's got this nice construction. Boy, this thing is solid. The blade is not super sharp, and that's good because it makes it safe. It's got a little wedge here, so as the wood comes down, it hits this wedge and it pushes it out. Now it does come with some lag screws, so if you're going to mount this to something, you have the ability to do that. I'm not going to mount it though. I'm just going to set it down, put the wood inside, and hit it with my sledgehammer. It also comes with this bag that goes over the unit when you're finished using it. So that's pretty cool. Now this V-shaped blade is very important, because if you look at a round piece of wood, the harder wood is in the center. So if the V was up like this, it would be hitting the hardest part of the wood first. But the way they designed this, it hits the softer parts of the wood first, getting the wood to start to split, so that when you get to the center, which is the hardest part, you're already halfway split. Now this thing is not hollow. This is solid steel. The construction of this thing is absolutely fantastic. You can split wood up to 16 inches long and up to 8.6 inches in diameter. Now the dimensions of this unit, it's 9 inches by 17 inches and it weighs about 9.5 pounds. This is not made out of hollow pipe. This is solid steel and it's powder coated, so it's very well designed. I like the way they got the little welds here. It's just put together really well. This is carburized steel, so it's got better weather resistance and it's stronger. It's way better than cast iron because it's not going to rust as easily when you put this thing out in the elements. It can be bolted to a large log with these holes here, which is very cool, so you'll get a nice stable platform that you can split your wood on. I'm gonna go out and cut some of these limbs and stuff around here and trim some of this dead wood, and we're gonna take a look at this splitter and see how effective it is. Yeah, that one ought to be pretty good for the wood splitter. Let's go ahead and cut it up into a couple more little manageable chunks here. I love the smell of juniper when it cuts. And this one, yeah, let's cut that one back too. Look at those. Those are going to be nice. These ought to go right in that wood splitter. No problem. Yeah. Got a nice little collection of wood here, so I'm sure the splitter will make quick work of this wood. All right, I've got plenty of wood to split here. Let me move my saw out of the way, and I'm going to try two different hammers. I'm going to start with the ball peen hammer, and then I'll end up with my 4-pound sledgehammer. So let's see how this works. I've never used one of these. I got some good wood here. This is all juniper, so this is all hardwood. Let's see. Wow. Okay. Let's get it down right in the middle. Hopefully you'll be able to see that. Wow, that split real nice. And that's just using a ball peen hammer. Let's try this one. Kind of interesting. Not too bad. That's working pretty good. Let's try this bigger hammer. Let's try the sledgehammer. So here's a pretty decent sized piece here. We're just going to put it right in there. Boy, that makes nice quick work of that. Even my ball peen hammer worked good. Let me try the ball peen hammer again. This is a pretty good little size piece here. Get it in there. I'm going to try the ball peen hammer. On a piece this large, it needs the 4-pound sledge. This is a big piece of wood. And it's not, this piece was kind of twisted and stuff. So now that I got it in two, I could probably use the ball peen. Very nice. This is pretty good. It's got a weird angle on this piece of wood. That's probably why I had difficulty getting that piece to split. I'm just using this ball peen right now. Makes quick work of this. Wow. Let's see if we can get this. I'll tell you what, I didn't know quite what to think of this when I first got out here, but this is doing a good job. These small, thinner pieces like this, you can get away with this with the little ball peen hammer. It works just fine on these small pieces. And this is a lot easier to swing than that big old 4-pound sledgehammer. It does fantastic. I'll turn the angle there so you can watch it in a different angle. So here's a decent sized piece. I mean, it's just barely big enough to fit in there. We're using the ball peen hammer. Wow, it just went right through. No problem. I'm really pleasantly surprised at how effective this works. Very good job. Nice product. This would be a nice item to have. I don't know if I would suggest having this as something that you take camping, unless you just have the room to carry this thing. I mean, a traditional splitting axe would probably be nice. But if you're gonna be somewhere like I am right here out on my land, having something like this, pretty nice. Let's try this piece. This is a little taller. Pretty good sized piece there. It's about a little longer than half of my arm. I'm gonna use the ball peen and see what happens. I mean, gosh, that's split into 3 pieces. Look at that. The ball peen is doing good, so let's try the sledgehammer again. 4-pound sledge. I mean, the ball peen is working just fine, so on this smaller stuff, probably not really a big need to have that big old sledgehammer. I mean, it works good. It's got more heft and it's got more downward pressure. Got more weight behind it. So it's working really well. I like this. This is fantastic. Makes easy work of splitting wood. And then I'm also noticing that it feels safe. There's no point where I'm feeling like this is dangerous or anything like this. It feels pretty solid. Look at that, boom. One hit with the sledge. This is fantastic. I'm making some nice camp firewood here. Let's go back to the ball peen, see if it'll do this one. It's about as big around as my fist. Let's see what happens here. No problem. Right through there. Very nice. Wow, this does a good job. Okay, back to a larger piece. And this one's probably the biggest piece yet, so I'm gonna go with the sledgehammer here. There we go, 3 hits. Let's flip it around. I love that. It just crushes it right through. Back to the ball peen hammer. Very nice. I'll tell you what, I underestimated this thing. I really did. I didn't think that it was going to be as tough as it is. This piece is a pretty good sized piece. We're going to put that in there, and I'm going to use the ball peen. The ball peen, you have to hit it a little harder, but those wedges that are on the side here, they work really good. It gives it just enough bite. It wedges the wood as you put it down. I'm impressed, folks. I really am. This is nice. It's a lot safer too. So right now you can see that I'm on my knees, and you're probably like, oh, that's not that very, much comfortable. If I had a log, I would put it up and I'd be hitting it like this. This thing would be higher. But because I'm out here on my land, I'm just out messing around. This is the last piece that I have. This is a pretty good sized piece of wood. Let's bring this close to the camera so you can see everything that's happening right here. I'm going to use the sledgehammer. Look at that. Boom. That is fantastic how that works. Let's go back to the ball peen hammer now. Ball peen works good. The sledge is good for the bigger pieces, and the ball peen is good for all the smaller stuff. And let's not forget that this is hardwood. This is all juniper. This is good stuff. When I burn juniper, it reminds me of my childhood. Christmas time at my grandparents' house. That's what that reminds me of. Wow. This is a nice little splitter. It's done a nice job. Look at that, boom. Oh, the smell of that wood. Wow. So take a look at that wood pile. That is fantastic. Look at all of that wood. That is really nice. There's a closer look at the splitter. It's just those little teeth, those little wedges. As the wood comes down, that angle is perfect because it starts on the sides of the wood here where it's soft, and then by the time you get to the center of the wood where it's the hardest, you're already split from the sides, from the softer part of the wood. I didn't feel that this thing was wobbly or anything. It felt comfortable. The construction is solid. And look at that work I was able to get done with this thing in a short amount of time. That's plenty of firewood. That's a pretty good little pile there. I like this thing. Well, folks, that's all I have for you today. I want to say thank you for joining me on this video today. This thing did a really good job. That's a lot of wood. And this Vevor wood splitter made quick and easy work out of splitting this juniper, which a lot of it is hardwood. 4-pound sledgehammer worked fantastic for this. And so did my small ball peen hammer. It worked good too. So 2 different hammer sizes. I'm guessing this one's probably 1.5 pounds, but it worked fantastic. So folks, I want to say thank you for joining me today on this video. Please feel free to check the description box down below. I'll put a link to where you can find this. At the time of me filming this video, this is currently on sale for 54 bucks. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please feel free to leave your comments down below. Like this video, share this video, and until next time, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.